heading in the opposite direction, and they've all of a sudden turned round. Let's see if they may be stalking something. As you can see, they're nervous about something. What is it? What is ahead of them? It's him! Awesome! Can you believe this? They literally lost him last night at around 7:30. We were following them, and they crossed a river, and once we relocated, we had to cross in a different area to where they could cross. He simply wasn't there. Four of them were on an impala kill, which was shortly stolen by hyena. Hyena came dashing in, and it was only after the hyena came in that we realized that D'Artagnan was missing. And he's easily distinguishable because you can see he's got a collar around his neck. It's a GPS collar that the researchers use to keep track of this very, very interesting coalition of male cheetah. They only came in... Oh, hello. A little friendly swat there. It's interesting for us to try and read into their behavior, whether it's playful or aggressive or a bit of both. There certainly is going to be some hierarchical argy-bargy between these boys. No different to a kind of bunch of 5 adolescent teenagers working out who in fact is the leader. And we've got no idea really where he may have gone. We were only away from them for about 15 minutes when we looped around to find a crossing point on a river. And like I said, we found them having successfully made an impala kill. It's the first impala kill we've seen them made after dark, which is also an important thing to bear in mind. A lot of people believe that cheetah do not hunt after dark, but these guys certainly have provided us with plenty of evidence that they do. And it's been about, let me get my abacus out, about 9 hours, 10 hours since they went their separate ways. And right now, about an hour or so before sunrise, they've managed to reunite. And I'm so, so glad you guys got to join in on that whole action unfolding. To see them reunite was really special. At one stage, when they initially kind of turned on their heels and started running back towards us, I thought they'd maybe bumped into some lion. And then part of me started hoping that it was D'Artagnan that they were running towards, and in fact it was. What's fascinating for me is the fact that he has managed to relocate them, and it's just testament to how good their senses are compared to ours. I know for myself, I can only smell certain fast food outlets when I'm nearby to them. Other than that, my sense of smell is not nearly as powerful as these guys, and he has managed to follow their scent trail a very, very long distance. That they've probably traveled about 3 or 4 miles from the area where they made the impala kill. Absolutely awesome. And I'm so happy to be sharing this with you guys live. We are in Kenya, in the Masai Mara. We've spent the whole night out. It's been a cold, chilly evening. There hasn't been a cloudy blanket to insulate the earth, and the stars have been beautiful to look at, but it certainly has been quite nippy. Now, the good news is some of you may already know this, but some of you don't. So best I let you know now. We are going to be going live on Nat Geo Wild at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about an hour or so, just over an hour, we are going to be doing a 2-hour live TV show, and we would love you guys to join. The great news is that you will not just be stuck with me and these 5 cheetah who are hungry and I'm certain are going to be hunting either during that 2-hour period or possibly beforehand, hopefully not afterwards. And you'll also be able to catch up with Brent and Jamie. They both have 2 different sets of lion. There's a whole bunch going on. We've got a hot air balloon going up into the sky, floating above the Mara River. giving you a bird's eye view of the spectacular wilderness. And of course, we've got James Hendry, the migration officer, up in his control room, controlling the river cams and letting you know all about what the migratory herds have been up to. It is the 8th and final episode for now. And Laureen, I'm very happy to hear that you cannot wait for the show. They are interactive shows, just like this Facebook Live. You can send us through questions and comments using the hashtag Safari Live during the show. But for now, you can just use the comment box. Whew, what a start to the morning. It's been quite slow going. They slept from about, I would say, 9:30 or 10 p.m. until about 4 p.m. And they got up without even yawning once or stretching, and then straight on the move. So we had to throw our mattresses up into the roof and get ourselves ready for action. And I am very, very happy that we are with these 5 boys. There was a point yesterday afternoon that nobody knew where they were, and it was only very, very late yesterday evening that they were found. And thankfully, we have quite a few foot soldiers who are gathering intelligence for us out here, all the guides, and we got a few messages letting us know where they were. So very, very lucky to be with them. At one point, I was worried we were not going to have them. Hello, Christy. You would like to know what time it is now? Let me just have a quick look. It is 4:56 a.m., which means in 1 hour and 4 minutes, we will be going live with the TV show. So 6 o'clock Kenyan time, but it's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you who are in America. For those of you who are not in America and would also like to tune in to the action, you can do so on the internet at wildsafarilive.com. So there's various ways that you can watch and join in on the safari. We would love to have you with us. And like I said, it's not just me taking you out. There's a few other guides, Brent and Jamie, James in his control, Manu up in a hot air balloon. So lots of action, and I'm confident it's going to be a beautiful morning. There isn't a cloud in the sky, and I am looking forward to the warmth of the sun bathing down on us and also casting some beautiful golden light on these cheetah and all the other magical things that are happening out here. We need to keep moving. You would like to know how big is your average coalition of cheetah, and it really does depend. It is usually not as big as 5 though, so that I can assure you. The fact that we've got 5 of them is quite unique, not unheard of, but we are certainly lucky to have this many. Usually 2 or 3 would be more common, and to be honest, cheetah can often travel alone, even the males all alone. So there's no set rules, but the fact that we do have 5 of them is a great, great fortune. Now, we have got a large low-light camera on at the moment, so excuse the bumpiness as we move and catch up, but Jeandre, who's teamed up with me on camera, can simply not zoom out enough to really show you me or get the vehicle in. We'll be switching this camera out a little bit later before the TV show. It's just very, very helpful at night because it means we can go about filming them with using minimal lights. You may have noticed that I turned on my headlights temporarily, and that's so I can make sure I don't drive into any holes. And what I try and do is ensure that I do not put the headlights on the cheetah to give away their position, not only to potential prey, but also to their potential enemies like hyena, lion, and leopard. I mean, other cheetah could possibly be enemies, but unlikely for them because they have the strength of being in this large coalition of 5. I've also got a little heat-sensitive camera called the FLIR, mounted on my door, which is a very useful tool. and I use that to also keep track of where they are while we are driving. So what I try and do is drive adjacent to them, that way keeping them in the cover of darkness. Okay, boys, time for a little break, and that suits us perfectly. Ideally, you are going to start doing your business in 1 hour's time. And just one last reminder, there is this TV show that we cannot wait to share with you live from Kenya. Please spread the word. Let everyone know that there is some great action that is likely to unfold. If not with these Cheetah, possibly with Brent or Jamie's lions. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another kill from the hot air balloon. Anything is possible, and I can assure you it is going to be an incredible, incredible journey. For now, though, we are going to say goodbye. I need to get my makeup on and have a sip of water. I'm quite thirsty. We weren't quite ready for this action this morning. Also, a cup of coffee would go down well. So we will see you all in an hour. I cannot wait. Bye-bye.